Hello and welcome to Super Pants Gaming. Thank you so much for joining me today. And today I've got a little PlayStation pickups video for you. But firstly, I just want to draw your attention to the shelf of awesomeness behind me. Now, to anyone new here, might not understand what I'm on about, but basically after every upload, I add a game or two to this end of the shelf and it just sort of pushes the other one off the other end sort of thing. I think this might be, I'm not totally sure, but I think this might be the first time that we've had 5 different consoles represented up here, which I just thought was really cool. So I haven't done that on purpose, just kind of how it's happened sort of thing. So we're talking about PlayStation games today. I just want to say from the Black Country Games Fair up here, I've got Beverly Hills Cop on the PlayStation 2. That is up there semi-ironically, because to be totally honest, it was kind of dreadful when I played it. But it does have an awesome cover. It looks absolutely gorgeous on the shelf there, I think. So, then you've got Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I know is an absolutely amazing game because I've rolled credits on that in the past, and I'm hoping when I've got a little bit more time next year, I may be going back and getting the platinum on that. So that'd be brilliant. And then right on the end, from my last video, that's Returnal, and I've only actually had that a couple of days at the time of filming this, and that is an absolutely amazing game, and I'm mad pleased to actually have that in the collection. That's my first ever physical PS5 game, so yes, and I know I'm late to the party on that, but... So to start this video off, I just want to say a lot of the stuff in this video is actually stuff that's been delivered to me, stuff that I've ordered online over the course of the month. There's not actually many sort of physical sort of gone out and gotten pickups, but you know, so let's go through to the table and start with a double CEX lottery, and fingers crossed these are all right. So see you there. So I'm here with a couple of packages from CEX. This one has got a little bit of a rattle. This one hasn't. So we'll open the rattly one first and see what we've got. And I think I can just get straight into this. So there we go. Get rid of that. And we have, leave the paperwork in there. The Sojourn. So I hope I'm saying that right. I'm going to be saying that for both of these. Yep, awesome. So let's just have a quick look at the disc. There we go. Yeah, a couple of fingerprints on that, but I think he's all right. So, yep. The Sojourn for the PS4. And then the second one. That worked as well. Now, I don't know how to say that. Is it Sharon's Staircase on the PS4? So I'm probably butchering that, but there you go. Yeah. Awesome. I'll just have a little look at the disc in this. Yeah, a few mucky marks, but I think that's all right. So there you go. Excellent. I'll put them in, give them a go, check they work and everything. And yeah, there we go. I'll see you back in the other room. Yeah, so first up we have The Sojourn, and that's a game that's been on my want list for quite a while. I was kind of hoping that one of my local CEXs might get a copy in and then I wouldn't have to order it online, but I saw it online, quite cheap. I had a voucher and I was like, yeah, why not? So I really like the look of this. I believe it's like a sort of 3D puzzle game, but the art style looks absolutely gorgeous. Bits of it kind of look like hand-drawn and stuff, and yeah, I think that'll be a lot of fun, so mad pleased with that. Oh, I will say, I very carefully got rid of the fingerprints and stuff on the disc, and there were actually a couple of light scratches, which is a bit disappointing to be honest, but I've installed it, I've tested it out and stuff, and it does work, and because of the PlayStation 4, it basically installs the disc onto the hard drive, and then basically the disc works as a key, so I know that will work, but it's a bit disappointing that they are sending discs out with scratches on Blu-ray discs, because yeah, that's kind of a lottery, to be honest, and I guess I won the lottery on that one, but yeah, not impressed. And exactly the same for Sharon's Staircase, which I'm probably mispronouncing as well, But yeah, remove the fingerprints, and underneath the fingerprints there's a couple of light scratches. Nothing too bad, but again, with Blu-rays it's a lottery. This works perfectly. I've installed it on the hard drive. Me and my sensible adult have actually played the first maybe hour or so of this, and it's really good. It's really creepy, and yeah, kind of horror game, almost a walking simulator. I don't really like saying that because that kind of sounds like a bit of a dig, but that's not a dig. It's very much a sort of go around, figure out how to open doors, look for things and stuff while trying not to soil your underwear, if you know what I mean. So yeah, Sharon's Staircase, really good first impression, and looking forward to playing a load more of that. Next up, I have another unboxing, so let's head back to the table. This one's from eBay, so fingers crossed on this one. Yeah, it's got another one from eBay here. A little bit concerned about this one because it's got a loose disc and it's not what you might expect it to be with a loose disc. So let's get into it and have a little look, and fingers crossed it's all right. We have Desiada Games of India. I'm hoping the disc has survived. Let's have a look. Yep, they got away with that one. Yeah, spindle isn't broken. I guess they just ain't clipped it in properly. I don't normally have those come loose in the post, so that's a bit of a new one on me. But yeah, there you go. Desiada Games of India, one that you don't see very often, I'd say. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun as well, a little bit different to everything else I've got. So yeah, oh, that looks awesome. Yeah, mad pleased to actually have that in the collection. So it's one I've been keeping an eye on for a while. So there you go. Yes, so that's Desiada on the PlayStation 2. Now, I used to collect PlayStation 2 quite intensively sort of back in the past. I was going for a full set, and this is one of the games that always intrigued me because, you know, this is part of the PAL full set sort of thing. This was only released in India as far as I'm aware, hence it's Games of India. And on this, there's 5 games. The first one, I'm probably going to mispronounce these, so I do apologise for that in advance. Gilly Danda, which is kind of like a bit of a prereq for cricket, I believe. It's that sort of thing, kind of like cricket on a beach type thing. I haven't played that yet on here. And exactly the same for Kite Fight, which I imagine is, yeah, kite fighting would make sense. But I haven't played that. And then Kabaddi. Now, Kabaddi is kind of the game that I bought this for. I've always had quite an interest in Kabaddi. And Kabaddi is kind of like a group tag game where you can't breathe. And yeah, seems real quite hardcore in a way, and I imagine if I was like Indian and born in India sort of thing, then I probably would have played Kabaddi when I was younger, because yeah, I've always had a sort of slight interest in it from learning about it, and I think that looks pretty cool. As for the game, it's all right. It's kind of hard, to be honest. I played it. I played like a few little games on it, and yeah, I found it quite tough. But I'll be honest. I think it's kind of just a get good type thing. Sort of learn the timings on sort of when to tag people, when to jump back, and that sort of thing. But yeah, it was all right. The other games on here that I've also played, you've got Pashizi, I think it's called, and that's like a board game a little bit similar to Ludo, and I will be honest, I kind of didn't enjoy that. I found it boring and a bit too long. Went on about half hour, and then I lost right at the death because like the computer rolled like 2 lots of double sixes or something like that, and I was like, oh, really? Yeah, you cheated me, didn't you? Thank you, PS2. Yes. And then the last one on here is a game called Goats and Tigers, and that's more like a little strategy game where you've got a sort of like, you either play as goats or tigers, and it's just sort of one-on-one. And it was all right. You've either got to eat all the goats or get all the goats to a safe position where you can't be eaten, sort of thing. That's pretty much all there is to it. And that was quite good fun, actually. I played that a couple of times and quite enjoyed it. So Desiada, one that I've kept on my want list for a very, very long time. And I know that's kind of probably a little bit of a strange one, and one that I don't really see get shouted out very often. Not the best game in the world, but I do really like it. And I will say also, I looked on CEX in India, and they actually have copies of this, and I think it works out like about £1 or £2 or something. So if I was in India, I would have been able to get this really easily, really cheaply. So there you go. So anyone watching in India, what do you think of this? Let me know. And then one last pickup for this video is one that's an actual pickup, one that I actually went into a store and bought. So yes, and that is Tales of Arise back on the PS4 again. That was £8. Mad pleased to have grabbed this, basically. I love my Tales of games. I don't know if you remember, last year I bought Tales of Berseria, I think it was. And I've not managed to play it yet because this year, with doing the 52 Platinum Challenge, a lot of my time is sort of taken on sort of trying to get the Platinums off and stuff. And I can't play much in the way of RPGs because if I play a game like this, I don't know, it's going to be 60 to 80 hours and I'm probably not going to play anything else for that whole month. And then suddenly I'll be like, oh no, I've not got any Platinums. So yeah, if that kind of makes sense. So I've got quite a big backlog of RPGs, but this was on my want list and I always said that I'd sort of pick a copy of this up when it was like less than a tenner. Very much the same as Final Fantasy Remake up there, actually. And yeah, mad pleased to get this. I'm hoping next year that I'll have a load more time so I can actually start smashing through some of these bigger RPGs that I've picked up. And that'll be a lot of fun because, you know, I've not played a lot of RPGs this year. I'm sort of getting the shakes because I am very much sort of a mad into my JRPGs and stuff. And yeah, there you go. So anyway, I will say as well, I've got a couple of games in the post again from CEX, and I'm a bit sort of like, oh dear, let's hope that the discs are all right on those, and there's no problem sort of thing. And I've got a couple more as well, which I'm getting delivered to my local Argos, and I think we're picking those up tomorrow. Are we picking those up tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes. Good. So in theory, I'm going to be getting another stack of games, so there'll probably be another video following this one up in a little while as well. So there you go. But anyway, this has all got waffly, so sorry about that, people. Remember, you're awesome. I've been Soup, and I will see you in the next one with some more awesome PlayStation games. Look after yourselves, people. Goodbye.